we go.
I'm like, we're live. Like news station ready.
Exactly. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of LUMENIGHT. We have our lovely guest here today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm RoninBao, White Tiger Guardian of the West, and Gatekeeper to the Spirit Realm. How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, we're
Uh,
gonna.
oh,
Oh,
what I supposed to say something else? Oh goodness.
no, unless you have a longer intro than that.
I don't. I usually don't say anything more than that, but like as you can see, like I'm just like White Tiger, Spirit Guardian technically. With my trusty little tiger there. Still trying to figure out a name for the little guy, but
For
hopefully I'll
now,
figure it out
his name can
soon.
be
Yeah.
Squishy.
We'll go with Squishy for now. Placeholder right now.
A temporary name, Squishy.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's fine. I don't have a name for my ghost either.
Oh. Marshmallow.
Well, Marshmallow?
I don't know, it's the first thing that came to my mind.
Well, your name is Marshmallow temporarily, Ghosty.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So this podcast is going to be put into different types of segments. The first segment is going to go over general things while we interview you for your VTuber journey.
Hands are up already.
The first question is, what made you decide to be a VTuber?
So for me, being a VTuber was more of a choice of self-improvement as a person, to be honest. I was watching a lot of my friends who are VTubers prior to me, and I explored their journeys along the way, and I was like thinking, maybe this can help me in IRL since I do a lot of interacting and a lot of talking with other people on a daily basis. And trying to get to know people is a little bit hard for me as a person, trying to think of like topics on the fly and stuff like that. And so I was thinking like it's hard to get I'm in a place where I'm currently in a situation where I move a lot and going out and trying to meet people is very difficult. And so I was thinking, why not stream? I'm very shy as a person, so why not be a VTuber as my friends are? And this is kind of why I got into it, and pretty much the start of being a VTuber.
How many of your friends are VTubers?
Too many.
Oh.
Actually, there's one of my close friends is a VTuber. I treat him like a little brother, and so like he's probably the one I've like been looking over, but I have plenty of others that I've met after him. So technically he was my first friend as a VTuber, but I met other VTubers while hanging around him while he was hanging around with other friends and stuff like that, and getting to know a lot other VTubers, even though I wasn't one.
And what made you come up with the concept for your design?
So the concept for my design was actually a long-standing thing that I've had in my mind for an OC. Because I was born in the year of the tiger, and I resonate more with the white tiger, I feel, for myself, being someone very individual, not following a lot of the aspects of a white tiger in normal horoscopes, I guess, for Chinese, right? And so I was just like, white tiger sounds cool. And I was also very into a lot of Oriental mythology and the four directions of guardian beasts, four guardian beasts, or the four symbols, or so on. And the white tiger guardian is the one who guards the west. and a lot of characteristics that go along with the white tiger that I also like felt that correlated to me, and I felt like I technically fit the spot with it as well. For everything else, was the design and the concept was a lot of oriental, like old style, but brought to modern. I like dressing in the old clothes, but like if there's a modern touch to it, which I currently dress as, that's pretty much the conglomeration of what it is right now. Except for the long hair. The long hair was really cool. I was like, I've never seen anyone actually have this hair, and so I was like, why not?
No, why not?
Yeah, I actually kind of wanted it for myself as too, if I could.
From our 20 minutes of talking, can you guess what my Chinese zodiac is?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oh man, I'm very bad at this. I'm gonna be honest.
I might as well ask you to guess my age while you're at it.
I'm guessing the same year as me, maybe? Tiger? No? Damn. Oh goodness. Are you the rabbit?
Oh!
No, that's closer. I know somebody else who's a rabbit right now, so it's like in between that and this, right? Or no, that's 1 year below his rabbit. Am I going lower or higher?
It's more so the word that was closer rather than the actual year.
Oh, the rat.
Yeah, I was born on the year of the rat.
Oh wow, nice.
I was actually surprised to hear that. I thought I was like cat or something, but when I looked at it, I was like, oh shites, I'm the rat. Ah.
Sadly, the cat does not exist in the
I wanted to be the look. I watched the anime Fruit Basket, all right?
Usually the cat messes around too much, and then sadly it's not. But if only the cat made it across that finish line. As the story
one that helped tricked him.
I know. It's big sad.
Big sad. I promise I'm not conniving. I don't think I am actually. Wait, that's kind of like saying that's like a sociopath saying that they're not a sociopath. I just dug myself to a hole.
I'm not saying nothing. Hands up, I don't know.
My words, not yours. I mean, I don't think I am, but like a sociopath would say that.
I guess so. I don't find that really.
No, I haven't. I don't know. I feel like I'm way too lazy to be manipulated. I'm just usually when it comes to people and what they want to do, I'm just like, hey yo, if you want to do this, that's cool. If you don't, that's also cool. I don't have the energy for this.
Oh yeah, I get that, to be honest, 100%. Your decision, you do with it. I'm gonna be here. Have fun.
I'll sit here and watch you.
Mm-hmm. That's usually how it is with me and my friends, to be honest. The amount of stupid things they've done, and I just sit here and watch. Everything is just a maze. And sometimes not, because I have to get involved.
Oh no.
Because they get in trouble. But, all good. I understand how you feel. 100%.
I did take the Dungeons and Dragons personality test, and it said that I am true neutral.
Oh. I actually have not taken that before. So I do not know what I am.
It's actually pretty cool, and it's really long. There's like 90 something questions in there or something like that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's a literal like SAT test.
Goodness gracious.
Personality.
It's like the rice purity test, but it's 3 questions off.
Yeah. Oh, that test had 90 questions? Oh my gosh.
The rice purity test has 100 questions.
Oh.
Yep.
That's a long test.
But it's just like you click yes or no, whether you've done it or not. So I think it may be a little bit easier.
That still seems like a lot.
I don't know.
So
Anyways,
on to the next question.
I'm sorry. Going
Not
off
good.
tangent here.
Well, oh my gosh. We went on a 2-hour tangent with the previous guest talking about food. Like, I didn't ask her a question for 2 hours because that's how long we were talking about food for.
Oh my goodness. Food is good. Food is sustenance. Even the dew of the universe can't beat food.
Yeah, we were talking about Korean food. We were talking about, well, it sort of made sense because I asked her a question about an event that she wanted to plan for her VTuber journey. And then I was like, oh, you should do a cooking stream. And she was like, oh, but I don't know what I would want to cook. And that's how it started.
Well, it'll get like that, right?
Right. So, with another design-based question, what is your favorite project that's VTuber related that you're very proud of, that you worked on?
Goodness. Have I actually done any projects? I don't think I've actually done any actual projects for myself. I think I've not had a lot of time and not a lot of time to look for artists to do them. I do have friends who do them, and I tell them like, yo, I need the help finding an artist, and they sit there and look at me like, well, we're in Discord. They can't actually look at me, but I feel it.
You feel the eyes through the mic?
Yeah. They're like, I draw. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. I do ask them, but I guess probably the biggest project currently was literally like talking with an artist, trying to figure out like what actually kind of design would look like, and he actually got it spot on, 100% like the way I actually would have wanted it. And I was very surprised with the artwork, because it's like the first artwork I ever got, probably the only artwork I ever got before I even got like a character sheet and everything else. Before I even got this is like the beginning of my journey. I was just on Twitter, not streaming yet and stuff like that. But
in the pre-debut phase?
Pretty much. I'm still technically there because 2D model is still on the way. Surprise, surprise. Don't know when that'll be used, but it's in the process of being rigged right now.
So, surprise! I also have not debuted this model. I've been using it to stream, but I haven't done a debut stream or anything.
Well, I don't know what to say. Personally, I don't know what to say. Some people do that, and then they do come out with the same model and debut. Like, I've seen it.
Yeah, because a lot of people think debut is like, oh, this is the first time you should see this model, and other people are like, oh, when you debut is when you actually talk about the model itself, the name, the lore, the brand. So like everything is kind of up in the air. Of course, if you like sit here and watch like the podcast or anything, then of course you would know a little bit more about lore or anything. But I haven't had like a debut stream, so I guess from a technical standpoint, I haven't debuted at all. I'm just existing.
Same. Honestly, same. Feeling it.
Because when I started streaming, like a couple months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago, I just started just playing Stardew. That's all I was doing. I was just playing Stardew on stream with a random model. And then a couple months later, I was like, I want to really work on my speaking skills. I'm gonna do a podcast. And then that semi blew up. Because I wasn't doing this for long at all. This is only the second week I'm doing this.
Yeah, I was watching technically the first day.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was popping in, you know, saying hi. Well, since I like put my thing in for your Smash or Pass thing, I think, or
you did.
I did, yeah. That was like a while ago.
That was fun. That was the first time I did that.
I have not done one for myself, to be honest. I don't know if it would be able to do one.
I mean, you can do one, and then you can do one for like your debut stream.
I guess, right? Figuring things out.
No, when we were looking at designs and stuff for the Smash or Pass, like it was like your design and Megantron's design. Those are you guys have really cute designs. Like you were really nice.
Oh, thank you.
Like you guys and Sleepless Cafe. Like those are some good designs. I still follow like all three of you too.
Yeah, I appreciate it. For me, I think it's very like basic and very like subtle. It's just black and white and then blue eyes, and that's pretty much it for my design.
I mean, it's clean. Like when I saw your PNG, I was like, "Hey, yo, this design is actually pretty clean. This is actually pretty cool." Because some people do like overdo the design on their models, and sometimes it's cute, but sometimes it's like, it's a little too much. But I like how you guys did your models.
Thank you.
I love your Twitter banner, by the way. The Goofy Tiger.
My friend, so literally everything right now is literally my friend. My friends have helped me out. The Goofy Tiger is drawn by another friend, and then one of my friends did all of my overlays and my banners and stuff like that, and just incorporated that drawing into the banner together. And so it was just like, it just kind of worked out. And I was like, you know what? I like this. This is cool. I like being a little bit funny. Cute things are like my forte as well.
I mean, it's really cool. I'm glad I see the PNG because we thought your braid turned into a tail for a minute, and then we saw like the behind. I was like, oh, those are two separate.
Yeah, no, I got a tail and a braid.
Still
two
cool.
things to tug on that are not really, you should not tug on.
But it's still so cute. I was just like, Maki, look at his ears. Well, your friends did a really good job. Love it.
Yeah. Thank them a lot for it, to be honest. Like, cannot do this without them. Pretty much same like yours we talked about earlier.
Oh yeah. How mine was like randomly funded by my friends.
But it's good to have those kind of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Supportive people who want to support your dreams kind of thing, and I appreciate them a lot. I don't know. I don't know how to thank them enough, pretty much. A lot of the time. So I'm always out here, like, always busy, always working. Trying to put in the work for streaming as well. Every weekend. Because I'm working on trying every weekend. Not every weekend.
Oh.
But I'm trying. But effort is all that matters, and the people who surround you are pretty much what get me through the day, pretty much, I guess.
I agree.
Mm.
The next segment of the podcast is going to talk more about artistic insights. And I know that for a lot of these insights, you're probably going to say, you may or may not say that you're too new to answer these, but you are not, because you are always learning. I will tell you this now.
Yeah.
So for the first part of the first question, so what is your creative process when you think about a new thing? Like, it doesn't have to be a creative process like what you're going to be drawing, of course, but it could be like a new branding idea, a new content idea, a new stream idea. What's your creative process when it comes to thinking of these ideas?
So in general for like art and stuff, well, I don't draw and stuff like that. Like, I do want to get back into like architectural drawing. I'm very like systematic, I guess, but for a lot of artwork that I would like to get, it's more like, would I be doing this technically? Because there's another thing also, like my model is also like physically like in size and a lot of features is literally just me as me, but white tiger aspect and stuff like that. But a lot of that is just me. Would I do that? Or like kind of cool, but like cute kind of thing. Pretty much a lot of it has to do with whether I want it or not. It's a very straightforward thing. It's like, if I look at something and I want it, then I will do it. Like, if I 100% want it, think about it. If I have to think about it for a split second, then it's a definite no. But if I look at something and I can imagine it and I want it and stuff like that, I will instantly just like, okay, I'm gonna save this picture for an artistic idea for an art piece, and hopefully find someone to do it at a later date when I can. That's pretty much how it goes for me. I just like things that are just, you know, aesthetically pleasing to my eyes and stuff like that, or stuff that is just, you know, interesting.
I choose things strictly out of aesthetics as well. But I don't think too long about it. I'm just like, is it purple though? Yes. Take it. I'm very biased to the color purple.
Yeah, no. Black and white is usually the normal thing for me, I guess. I do like red. Blue is also nice. Those are the few colors I actually like. Will actually look out for if it works out or not.
Yeah,
But
there were actually several people on the show that actually said something similar. They were saying that their VTuber model was just them in real life with just different types of aspects on them.
Yeah.
But of course, everybody like looks different, so
pretty much, yeah. It's just anime side, anime you in your imagination if you got isekai'd into an anime world.
Pretty much. When my friend told me that I could be an anime girl, I almost lost it. I was like, oh my gosh, I can be whatever I want. I was very much so overwhelmed though. Like, it took me a couple months to actually think about what I want it to be though.
Yeah, it usually does. There's other things that I did take a long time to talk about, or long time to decide on. Technically they're tattoos.
Wait a minute, what? You have tattoos? Where?
Not on my body, on the model currently, but like me personally, I do.
Oh my gosh, I do not have these programs up. Oh my god, thank you for the head pats. Too bad it wasn't working right now.
Damn, your tit's not working.
It's not. I gotta open it. I knew I forgot something. Every time.
It's okay. Every time during my streams, I stream, and then I always forget the game sound. Game sound is always forgotten. So
The game sound.
everyone's watching me play a game without its sound going on, and I'm sitting there like, oh, I end stream. Nobody tells me anything. I just end stream and look, and it's just like, wow. They just expect it now. They don't tell me anything.
Oh no.
They tell me like the first couple times, and it's like, yeah, we're just gonna leave it.
That's all bad. Oh gosh, now I have to pull the rest of my tabs up again.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, and projects don't have to be like a new implication design. It could be something a little simple, like how you have your Twitter profile, your card, or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Well, stuff like that. I'm a simple guy.
A simple guy with simple needs.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it looks good, looks clean, looks simple, you know. It doesn't need to be cluttered, it doesn't need to be whole, like, wow, push, do.
Oh.
Kind of thing. Like, if you can easily navigate it, easily do lists and lists from whatever, straightforward, practically.
Your card is actually really cool.
Oh, you actually looked at it. Not a lot of people actually look at my card, to be honest. Like, I don't expect people to look at it too much.
Oh, it's the first thing I looked at as soon as you put your form in. That's the first thing I look at.
That was very, to be honest, that was very quick, 30-minute job.
30 minutes.
With here and there like upgrades, because some of the links were not working. I was like, please work. begging so hard.
It took me entirely too long to make my card, and I wasn't even making it half the time. I was just like, well, I was making it, but I was staring at the colors for a long period of time.
It has to be the right color, you know. It has to be just nice.
Because there was a shade of pink, I changed it now, but there was a shade of pink that I used for the background of my card, and it looked like, after a while of looking at it, at first I was like, oh yeah, this is a very pastel-y looking pink, and then I kind of stepped away from it and I came back, and it was like a really chalky, dusty, dirty, old looking pink after a while, and I was like, well, now I gotta change it.
Nah, that makes sense.
I don't know what it is about, like, with me in color. It's like it could be that I'm focused on things. I hyper focus on things for way too long. So after taking a break and coming back, I'm just like, yeah, no, I hate everything, and I have to start over.
It's not entirely a bad thing, like being sensitive to things. It works out for like later on. Like if things deteriorate over time for paintings, you know, you'll notice. Like, okay.
Have you ever gotten that way with anything before?
So far, trying to think. No, not as much as I can think of right now. Usually,
must be nice.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, usually tattoos would, over time, deteriorate, and thankfully, like, the artists I've gone to for these are very, very detailed with his line work, shading, and everything. And they have not faded. It's probably the only one that I'd probably look at and make sure like it's all good and like correct, because it's something I have to live with. Other than that, pretty much, I think.
Do you plan on implementing your tattoos like in a later model?
Probably.
That would be cool. How big is the tattoo you have? You don't have to go into detail on what it looks like, but like how much of your body does it cover?
I have 3.
Are they huge? Are they huge or something?
not
Oh
too
my
big.
gosh, do you have a booty tattoo?
No, no.
Confirmed. Somebody
No
clip
booty.
it, put it on a thumbnail.
No, I got no booty tattoo. I got a back tattoo and 2 forearms.
Ah, but no booty tattoo.
No, not going that low. Literally, one of them covers majority of my forearm and almost goes to the back-ish. One of them is a little bit smaller, which was my first one on my other forearm. And then my back is like 1/3 of my back.
All I heard was money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because like I have one on my shoulder, and that was like 300 because it covers my shoulder and the top of my arm. So if you're saying that yours goes to like to your forearm to your back, like
Oh no, not to my forearm back. I have two on each or I have one on each forearm, and then one just on my back.
oh, okay. I thought you said it went from forearm to back. I was like, ooh.
Oh no. Maybe later. Not yet.
My sister, IRL, has she actually has a white tiger tattoo. It's a white tiger coming out of a rose.
Oh.
Covers the entirety of her upper back.
Oh wow. That's
yeah.
cross-sec in the middle spine. Definitely pain. I know very well.
Oh no. I was like really young when I saw it for the first time. At first I was like, oh, this is cool. And I almost smacked her back trying to be annoying. But then I was like, this is probably a bad idea. I'm not going to hit her back.
You'd probably get hit back. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have got hit back, definitely. I would have got dropped as a child.
Yeah. But yeah, jeez. No, my friends have done that unknowingly.
Oh, hit you while your tattoos are healing?
On my back, yeah. The one on my back
Oh.
was really tense and tender. It was 9 hours. So
Oh my, 9 hours.
yeah.
Ah.
Fun time.
Is that friend still alive?
For now. Giving him time, you know.
To reflect on his actions.
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh. Could not be. I would have probably been burying my friend in the backyard at that point. Just like, oh, Matcha, where did Maki go? Ah, she went on a walk.
Yeah. Yeah, she went on vacation, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
Oh, goodness. But, yeah. Still talking about technically project, but
I mean, that's quite the project.
it is quite the project. Yeah, like, I don't know.
Whenever I got a 2.0 model, I do plan on putting the same tattoos on her, the same one I have in real life. They wouldn't be the same designs, of course, but they would be in like similar spots.
Yeah, I think it'd be very hard to replicate certain designs, especially like the ones I have right now. On a smaller canvas, on a small arm, technically. You know what? You probably can. You can zoom in. I forget. You can zoom in when on your iPad and stuff for drawing.
It would still be really tedious. One of mine is like Mandela based.
Oh.
So that's... Can you imagine just sitting there drawing a Mandela on a tiny VTuber?
Yeah, that'd be ooh, that'd take a long time.
I guess you could probably like cheese it out and maybe draw the design and make that design into a brush and just kind of stamp it after a while. But even drawing it initially would be time consuming.
Yeah, I agree with that. Ooh. Yeah, I was thinking like for later on, like 2.0 design, I have it already planned, to be honest. Thinking about it. Don't know if I'm gonna go through with it. It'll have to depend on like where my life is currently taking me right now. But there is a plan for it. There is a thought process for it right now. Way down the line.
I have an idea for your 1.0 debut subathon. You should do. Yeah, okay, let's start there. You should do a subathon, right?
Oh goodness, yeah, I should probably try and do that. Lately it's just no time, but
and then you should also do a mukbang.
Ooh, mukbang is pretty good. Ooh.
I guess depending on what you're doing, like I've just been watching a lot of mukbangs recently, and there's one guy, he's so funny because he tries the most oddest things and it barely works out. But he had a 3-tier chocolate fountain, and instead of chocolate, he put cheese in it, and there was just cheese everywhere.
Oh god, I can imagine how that went. Jesus.
Because he didn't use the cheese that you would get like with chips, the one that's already like melted and in a jar and stuff. Cheese? Yeah, he didn't get nacho cheese. He didn't get dipping cheese. He actually got like a brick of cheese, melted the brick of cheese, and then put it in the fountain. But then by the time it cooled off in the fountain, it was like stringy, so it was just going everywhere.
Oh god, his stream must have been pretty cheesy. Cringe. I've been watching a lot of dad jokes competition. Okay, so I was watching literally literally two people sitting down. They have drinks. They have to take a shot every time they laugh. And it's just dad jokes all the way through. I've been watching that all week.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it because the one guy I was mostly watching is I don't know if he's Australian or British. Can't tell between the two. Well, I kind of can tell between the two accents, but not with him because he's Asian.
Oh.
So trying to think, but he makes the weirdest looks and the weirdest jokes. And then he reads out a joke and he was like, oh, the other person's like, was that a joke? And he's like, oh, no, sorry, that was my diary. And the person laughs. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
That makes it the funniest thing to watch ever.
I just wasn't expecting you to say, oh, I can't tell if this person's Australian or British because their accent, and how they look because they're Asian.
Yeah, no, they're Asian, and I think they live either in Australia or Britain. Can't tell, doesn't say.
Those places are not close to each other at all.
No, they're not, and the accents are very different. I'm being honest here, they're different. I just can't tell with him.
It's probably because of his own speech pattern. I mean, for all you know, he could be like well, it's not really biracial. Well, he could be biracial for all we know. I don't know.
That is also true.
Could have been like born from, I was gonna say both places at the same time. That makes no sense.
He was born from two places and fused into one.
Exactly. He just hit the opposite cellular reproductive system thing. Instead of, I don't know what it's called when the two cells split.
Mitosis?
Like that. when they do that, but the opposite. Science.
Fusion.
I should have just said Dragon Ball Fusion and just got it over with.
Pretty much.
I shouldn't have involved science. At least you knew what I was talking about.
I did, yeah.
If you didn't, I would have had to look it up on Google, and then I would have had to try to see what it was called, and I would have cried the whole time. Because I would be be like, what is it called when the mitochondria chromosomes do the thing? Google would be looking at me like, what?
What are you asking me? Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Oh my god.
God, that's the only thing we know in America. Speaking of like making fun of my country, hold on. There was a clip that I saw of people. There's always those clips of people that will walk down the street with a camera and ask random people who may or may not be paid actors to these random questions, and sometimes they say the most egregious answers or something.
Oh yeah, it's like the ones like, can you name 3 countries that start with the letter R?
Oh my god. And they say the dumbest stuff.
And I'm just saying like, okay. There's this one where I was like watching, is like they asked this person to name 3 countries, and they named 1 country, 1 state, and a city.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I was like, and the dude's like, yeah, you got it right, yeah.
Supportive and stuff, like, bro.
He was very sarcastic about it.
Name a country. Alaska. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I saw somebody that was like, name a president. Martin Luther King.
He was not a president yet. Or he tried to. Did he?
No. No, even if he wanted... He was an activist. Even if he wanted to run for president, I mean, never got the chance.
Nope.
And he was qualified too. He was just, colored.
Yeah. During those times. Not great.
Another wonderful part of history in America. Where's my like American flag redeem at? Oh wait, I don't have one. I think the most American thing that I have is literally my one of my emotes. That one. That's the most American thing I have.
Oh god. Sorry, I got one. Mine's not animated, but I got one. Oh wait, hold on. Do I even have it? I don't have it. I don't have it in.
I don't know if you can use it on this server or not.
I don't have it like on my Twitch yet, so I don't even know if I have room for it on Twitch right now.
Well, then you know what you must do.
Yes, I will do it later.
I think that like when I first started my grind on Twitch, that was literally my motivation. I was like, dang, I need another emote slot. Which is emote slots. It's exactly why the sub goal is 15 specifically, just for the emote slot.
Oh really?
Like 15
I was like, damn.
It's 15 sub points for another emote slot, or at least another animated one. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. It was another emote slot. I don't remember which one though.
Something like that.
And we were almost there.
Yeah. I read it and forgot it instantly, to be honest.
I read it and I forgot. Oh no. Poor neglected Twitch rules.
Yo, man, as long as I'm not doing anything illicit, I'm all good. For now.
Guys, Ronin's not gonna do a hot tub stream. Sad.
Never. Nah. Hot tub streams. Nah.
The disappointment. So what's the story behind your tiger specifically? I know, well, obviously you're completely tiger themed and your tiger's your mascot, but I know you said that the white tiger design and everything was like something that you came up with based off your zodiac sign, but did you want to put any more lore into that, or were you just sticking to the mythic, the zodiac design mythic behind it?
So the whole mythology stuff is pretty much the most. So basis is zodiac sign, the mythology, as well as like. There's another thing I wanted to add to it. So like, in my introduction, I did say I'm the gatekeeper to the spirit realm. I'm very like in a lot of Asian, like in a lot of mangas, I guess, spirits are very like there, and the gate, the Torii gate kind of thing is supposedly a gate to another, or the Torii gate into a shrine is usually like you stepping into another like realm, I guess. It's supposed to lead you to another realm or belief to if I like in a lot of animes and mangas and stuff like that, it's depicted as you stepping into the realm of spirits who are usually had been worshipped. And I'm pretty much like olden style. I like a lot of the olden history, the olden mannerisms and stuff like that. I, pretty much my whole character is just based on olden style mannerisms, olden style like culture, olden style like beliefs, right? Just brought to current day. That's pretty much the whole basis for my design. Pretty much, it also a lot of the lore behind it. Like, I don't have a lore story written out. I have a friend who's doing that for free. She's a godsend for that. She's actually writing it out for me. But I have it in my head, the whole basis and things like that. Which starts with technically parts of my own life, growing up, and then moving into current parts of current life that I deal with a lot of the time, but with a very mythical feel to it as well.
Hello, Blue. Welcome in.
Hello, Angel. That's my mod, who's always talking about trying to pull my tail.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not going to say the thought hasn't crossed my mind.
Fair. You know what? Fair. I'll give you that point. Fair point.
What do you mean?
You're not. Well, I got another friend. It's like, yo, I'm gonna pull on your tail. I'm like, no. So I also have this another running thing with another friend who's a VTuber. They
Oh no.
I one time saw them drawing like a white tiger and like bullying them technically. And I was like, hey, did I take that was a long time ago. And we just got along really good. And now we just have the ongoing story of like they're a nine-tailed fox trying to cause mischief and trying to get back their tails, and I'm the one who's keeping them keepsake as well on the side thing. It's a very interesting thing that we kind of took upon ourselves just randomly out of nowhere. But
my friends always want to pet my ears.
I think that's a fair point.
I was gonna say the silence is so loud. I felt you looking at my
ears. You see what I mean? You see? You feel that pressure.
It's like, wait, I can't hide my ears. I should like also do that for a subathon. I will put everybody's name in a raffle, and the winner gets to pet my ears.
I'm just gonna throw out everybody else's name.
Angel says not more than tail.
More than tails? Nah, Angel just wants my tail all the time. I don't know why.
Plot twist: Angel's a cat. Angel's a cat and just wants to chase the tail.
True. Is that true?
Admit it, Angel. This turned from interviewing Ronin to interrogating Angel.
Interrogating my own mod. Yeah. But yeah, so pretty much my lore and design is pretty much all based off. So the basic stuff is all based off me, my life, and then adding all this mythical stuff onto it and everything else resonate to it. So that's pretty much the basic concept for all my stuff.
That's pretty cool. Also, I have no idea why my Nightbot thought that the word goof was a swear word, but
What?
It hid Angel's message because it thought that the word goof was a swear word.
Oh my goodness. You know, Nightbot, calm down. Calm down, Nightbot.
My Nightbot is a little overprotective. I apologize.
That's alright. Rar. Okay.
So now we're going to go to our next segment, which does talk about economy and finance. You don't have to go into specifics about what country you're from. I'm not doing this to intentionally dox you or anything. But where you are, how does that affect your journey as a VTuber? For example, where I'm from, in the land of the Glocks, it is very expensive to live, let alone be a VTuber. So I had to make a lot of good budgeting habits in order to get my VTuber thing up and going. So were you into any type of similar situation?
Thankfully no, as with the current work I'm doing, accommodations, or I am provided accommodations. I do pay for them, but they come straight out of a paycheck that I earn every 2 months. Not 2 months, every 2 weeks.
I was like 2 months. What the heck?
Yeah, I meant bi-weekly, 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. I get paid every 2 weeks, and so it just gets taken out of there. With the current situation I'm in, they're currently not taking any money, and so currently I'm getting free accommodations and stuff like that in the place I'm staying.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Thankfully. I could go off accommodation that they provide and say economy, but I have no reason to personally. And then for me, as I am very lucky, because I am not from the land of the Glocks, but I am the neighbor up top practically. So financial situation and the economy for housing is literally similar, cheaper, but not for people who live in the country compared to America. Right.
I don't think anybody lives in that type of a situation as America right now. But I guess in a certain spot of America, because I live in mid-America, the coasts of America are really dummy expensive, like Florida, New York, California. Those are the main price point housing that you probably see on TV and stuff, where because I think in New York's the worst one, actually. Well, New York and California are the worst ones, because California has really expensive houses, but New York has really expensive rental properties. Like a rental property on average in New York is $3,000 a month.
Yeah. You know what's funny? It's literally the same situation here but it's Vancouver, which is the West Coast, obviously. Vancouver is the West Coast, just like California. And then Toronto is the same as New York. Literally, Toronto is just above New York. And it's the same situation.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's literally the same situation. It's so funny now that you're talking about it, it's very funny because it's a similar situation right now. Because BC, Vancouver, usually around that coastal area is just expensive because it's the same reason as California. Toronto, it's full city, so renting anything in that city is literally the same as New York. Just cheaper because it's not New York and it's not America.
That's
Or
gross.
pretty much.
Is the minimum wage any better? The minimum wage in the US is like, in most states, $7.25.
So they raised their minimum wage, but I know contract workers, their wages were not raised. So practically a contract worker for a government contract worker who's on like one of the lower levels is very close to the minimum wage.
Oh.
And it's not great.
Ew, that sucks.
Yeah. Big
Wow.
sad.
I guess it's not just America. The whole world's kind of going to shit.
Pretty much. And then you'll find like, the funny thing is, unlike Florida, our eastern coast, you can get a house for very cheap. And there's a lot of people wanting to buy out East Coast because it's cheap, quiet, and like nice. Technically, it is nice. I've seen those houses. They're very pretty. Like old, kind of not really old, but like kind of old houses. But they're like refurbished and stuff like that, and they're very nice. But they're cheap because barely anybody is on that side. Everyone is always from like Quebec and down west.
Hey, sometimes that's the way to go.
Pretty much.
There are some point in the States where at some parts it is cheaper to build your house from scratch rather than buying one.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I don't either. It's a pain in the butt. I've never actually thought about building a house. Like one of my coworkers in my IRL job, he built part of his house. He bought a small house and he just added extensions to it and stuff. And he said, well, doing that is of course much simpler than building a whole house from scratch, because he said that you have to get a permit from the city, permission from the city. You have to like hire a whole bunch of people to do things. Like you have to hire contractors from the city to draw your property line. And then you had to get started on construction. And then you have to wait on another permit for construction to start. Then you have to decide all the materials. It's like a whole process. And I don't want to go through all that. I just want to like go to the store and like get a little doll house and throw it and then have it turn into a house. I wish we could do that.
Yeah, I guess. I personally said like I would like to build my own house, but like yeah, the process is annoying.
Yeah.
Like I would absolutely love to be able to design and create a house from scratch to get me back into like my old days. I technically used to draw. Used to get into a lot of architectural drawing. I'm not a very artist kind of person for like this kind of stuff, but like architectural drawing, I did a lot of interior designing as well, kind of drawing too, and I was very like happy with what I designed usually.
What you're saying is you're gonna make VTuber backgrounds in the future.
Hopefully, yeah, maybe. I want a drawing tablet and everything. If I can get back into drawing, I need to go back to basics and stuff like that. But in the future, if I can, I would love to do that.
That would be pretty cool. There is not AutoCAD, but there is a program that allows you to do 3D renderings of backgrounds and rooms and stuff that could definitely help you get like designs down and everything. Although my recommendation though is playing The Sims.
Playing The Sims.
Like, hear me out. You design a room in The Sims, right? Very, very basic, just to get the layout on the furniture and stuff. Then you take a screenshot, and then you use that screenshot to like assist you with the drawing process on designing backgrounds.
That's actually a smart thing to go about it, to be honest.
I'm a genius.
That is very smart, to be honest. I agree. To be honest, yes. I have a friend who has Sims and has made a character for each of us, each of our friend group. And he has us in there with our own like specific pets and stuff like that. It's very funny. How
Do you have a tiger?
Sadly, no.
Oh.
I didn't put a tiger in it. I was like so sad, but it was a cat.
Aww.
Black and white, a white and black cat.
Aw, at least you got a kitty.
Yeah.
I mean, it matches.
Yeah, pretty much. It was funny. But the way he designed the house is very interesting, though. And I was like seeing. I had never played Sims before. This is my first time ever experiencing Sims, and like I was just very interested. Oh,
Did
wow.
one of your Sims catch fire?
No.
That always
I
happens
beat up
to
all
me.
the other Sims.
Oh, what?
I like knocked one of my other friends out because something went wrong, and it just ran. One of my friend's cats ran off.
No.
And then all of a sudden came back.
Oh.
Out of nowhere, and we're just like, where the hell did you come from? Where'd you go?
At least you got the cat back.
Yeah, we were all so confused.
Well, the good thing is that the cat did not die, because.
Yes.
Well, I don't think the cats can like get run over by cars and stuff in The Sims. Well, they could probably starve, or if it depends on what version of Sims that you have, because there are some Sims where like your pets can wander into these caves and then they can get attacked by something, but you need like a specific mod pack and stuff for stuff like that.
Oh, really? Now.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's not a mod pack. It's one of the expansion packs. It's like
oh, okay.
There's the alien, like the Area 51. It's not called Area 51, but it's like alien themed. Oh my gosh, what is it? Mystery Town? Yeah, I think it's called Mystery Town. And it's literally like alien themed, and you can run into aliens and stuff. And then there's another expansion pack for vampires. There's an expansion pack for witches. So if you have weird stuff like that, then that cat can go through some pretty traumatic stuff.
Oh god, yeah. Oh.
There is no god of Sims.
Fair enough.
Speaking of Sims, I know you say you haven't played it a lot, but have you ever seen the clip of the patch notes for The Sims?
No.
They were wild, and it was like one of the patch notes says babies will no longer elongate when being carried by their mothers, because there's like this weird glitch where if a mom like picked up a baby from the cradle, then the baby's limbs would just stretch out of proportion. It would look so weird.
Oh my goodness. That would be crazy. I'm a freaky baby. I'm Elasta baby. I don't know.
Literally Elasta baby, but it would look so strange. There was also a patch where like you can now no longer try for baby with the Reaper while he's reaping souls.
Wait, what?
You can no longer try for baby with the Reaper while the Reaper is reaping souls.
Cry for baby.
Yeah.
Sorry. What does that mean?
You cannot try to get yourself pregnant by the Grim Reaper.
Oh. Why?
Yeah, we broke Ronin.
What? What?
I know that, but I can't say.
I have no words. I'm gonna be honest.
You can still attempt it on other occasions, just not while he's not while he's killing another sim.
Yeah. Okay. You know. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting.
Dude, the babies were just glitched in that patch because the babies also used to stick to the mom's arm. Like the mom will put the baby down, and the baby will still be just stuck to her arm.
Oh God. Jesus, the babies. Babies, please.
Oh, Ronin didn't know what that term meant. Oh.
I did not know what that term meant. I know like you could just say the Reaper can't have the Reaper impregnate you or the sim while he's reaping souls. I was just, English too hard.
I just explained the birds and the bees Sims version.
I know. So it's not me playing The Sims. It's my friend who has the game, and I just watch and sit there.
Well, your friend can't try for a baby with a Reaper now.
Okay. I'll make a note of that. If he ever plays it again. Oh goodness.
Sometimes the pets will like randomly clip through the walls or through the ground. That could have been what happened to the cat.
The cat that got lost? No, we watched it run away, and then.
Oh, okay.
We're just like, it's running away, and then like we're trying to get the person who was in charge of that cat. Like, it wasn't mine. It was my other friend, and it's like not caring, because actually the cat was they were at a club, and then the cat at home ran away while the rest of us were at home.
That's all bad.
Yeah, it was just big matter, lot of stuff going on. My brain, couldn't fall.
I was like, because sometimes like I watch people play The Sims a lot, way more than I actually play it myself. And there was like at one point where this somebody I was watching had a horse, and then they dyed the horse pink, like put a bunch of hair dye and stuff on it, which is very normal because I mean people do that in real life. But once she did it, the horse just fell through the world and died.
Oh God! Oh my Lord!
The animation was like the horse just fell off of a cliff, but it didn't actually have a falling off a cliff animation because the horses can't fall off of cliffs in The Sims. So it's just like it's so dumb looking. It was just whoop, and then
it's just dead.
It's just dead. Like you didn't even see the horse fall all the way. The horse just clips and disappears, and then the little urn appears on the grass, like with the Grim Reaper just spawned next to it, and it's like, what just happened? All this within 1 second.
Oh goodness! What the? Oh.
It was so sad because she spent like 10 minutes designing the horse.
Oh no.
I heard that too from my friend that played Sims a long time ago. Yeah, it was a tragic experience. I didn't think I would sit there and witness it.
I watched this one like short, and it was talking about like how you can trap a sim, and then you'll see what will happen to it in like as time goes on, because it can't go to the washroom, and it's just trapped in between two things and can't get out, and so he'll just become very stinky and all this stuff. I was like, oh God.
To just torture it?
Yeah, pretty much. I was just like watching it as the time progression goes on. It's just man just dies of his own stink. And I'm just like, oh no.
People that play Sims are built different. I saw somebody trap a Sim in a pool just to wait for them to like run out of stamina and drown.
Oh gosh. Imagine God being like that, just like, I want to see what happens. You're just stuck like that. Oh God.
And this is why humans are not given divine abilities, because of stuff like that.
Yeah. No, too many people would just like to sit there and watch the world burn.
I would be installing mods into the world.
It's like, okay, you're gonna be like this, you're gonna be like that, you're gonna get attacked by an alien and prodded.
Pretty much.
What?
But everybody will look aesthetic while it happens.
Yes.
I like, look at all these. Okay, yeah, they died because they got probed by an alien, but look at the flower mod that I have. Isn't it pretty? Look at my greater green grass mod.
What? Oh gosh.
Somebody added a drive-by mod to The Sims, so like your Sims would be chilling, and then like, yeah, your Sims would be chilling and then minding their own business, and then the car would come through and like, you know, drive by Grand Theft Auto style.
Heyo.
Welcome Raiders, welcome Dark Abyss. Thank you so much for the raid.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, but it's so it would be crazy.
Many things you can do with mods in games.
Yeah, especially in The Sims. At first, the Sims mods that I see were very normal. Like they would be like, "Oh, this is a house mod. This is a carpet mod. Oh yeah, no, this is a zoo animal mod." So there could be random zoo animals running around, and it just slowly got weird after that. I'm gonna lurk, my brain fried. I did D&D. Oh, well, thank you for the lurk. I hope you had fun playing D&D. I barely know anything about D&D, honestly.
Okay, there's Baldur's Gate now.
I keep I keep forgetting that Baldur's Gate was kind of like that.
Yeah, it's not the same. You gotta act a little bit more, you know, in D&D, technically, unless you want to be yourself. Just input it into the game, but yeah, Baldur's Gate, pretty good. I liked it. I'm liking it. I haven't played a whole lot of it.
I haven't started playing it at all yet. But every third VTuber I see is playing it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good, you know. I'm usually not a D&D player because I've tried many different D&D campaigns with friends. I am not a good actor. I'm not very good at trying to act somebody else, and sitting down and just, you know, having people read things out and everything is, I very much pass out, falling asleep. Sad to say. And so
because of how long the campaigns can get.
No, first one campaign I did with friends. First day, we're ready and going into a fight. First day, and like taking forever to go through each person's attacks and all these skills, and oh, my brain and I was just sitting there like.
Oh no.
And then they all got to me and waited for my turn and it was like, hello? And I did not wake up.
Oh man.
I feel so bad for them though. And so I don't think I'll probably ever play D&D ever again.
Except for Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate, you know, interesting. I played Divinity Original Sins 2 with friends and I enjoyed that a lot. It's practically also the same thing as Baldur's Gate. I think older. I don't know. I kind of enjoyed those because I'm visually watching what will happen and stuff like that. I'm very a visual person that needs things to go on. If you want me to imagine things as they go on, I will fall asleep because I will be dreaming about it.
Oh no.
Sad to say. But yeah, I am like that.
I don't know. I think the last D&D based game that I played was Tiny Tina's Wonderland in a collab.
I was watching that through
Oh my gosh, that from Foxy's. Oh yeah, that game was fun, but on my end it was so scuffed because the game just was not well.
I think it was scuffed on everybody's end because I'd have Fox's stream up and then I'd pull yours up and then pull Eliza's up and then I'd pull up Yamatsu's as well. So I have all 4 of your streams going and I just see it like lag in one stream, the other stream's okay, and then lag in another stream at a different part and everybody else is the same. It's crazy. And then the disconnects and
it was so bad. It was just the game was just not well optimized. Because at first I thought it was just me, and then I was like, oh. And then I saw Foxy like at one point. Then she rubber band across the map. I was like, oh my god, it's not just me.
Yeah, the game is good to play. It's not optimized.
Right.
Like, I also played that game. I enjoyed it. Not as much as the other Borderlands games from Gearbox, but you know, it was fun.
I do like the other games. I was thinking about playing one of the Borderlands games again because I I own all of them. I got them all. I got them all in a very, very lucky Steam pack.
Might as well.
But right now it's been sitting in my pile of games that I need to play. Sad.
Too much Stardew Valley. I'm just kidding.
But the mods! The mods!
You'd always come back.
I just found another mod that turns on my cows pink. I wanted to download it.
There's your cows pink. Oh my goodness.
There was one mod that I have that made all my chickens chunky. It's called the Chunky Chicken mod. So all my chickens are fat. That's so cute. That game is like nicely aesthetic. But one of the sometimes the mods make very simple tasks very difficult. Like when you first start playing, there's a task that literally is like, say hi to all your neighbors. That's it. In the original vanilla game, that's like 17 people. But with all the mods that I have, now it went to 83 people, and I'm like, wow.
Oh my goodness. You can't just have like town hall, say hi to everybody from there, all done.
Sometimes, like, there's a tavern. A lot of people gather at the tavern at night. A lot of people gather at the community center, but then you gotta finish the community center. We're not even gonna go through that because that took me like 3 years to complete in game.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of people gather at the, well, outside? Just in general outside?
A farm, I guess, you know? Or not farm, but a village. Farming village.
Yeah, the mod, one of the mods adds a whole new village to it, so you have to go over there and go into their town hall or go into their inn and go into their hotel, and yeah, it's just
What?
And some people live in caves, some people live in tents, some people live in the woods, and one dude lives in a wizard tower, and it's you just gotta find everybody.
Oh goodness.
And they walk around too, like they have their own life. Like on one day Robin's at her shop, the other day Robin's at the tavern, the other day Robin is at the center, and they're just traveling around.
Going on their little way.
Exactly. You and I should co-op in Stardew Valley, and then you can see the struggle.
I'd have to get the game first.
This would be a great time to get it because that same developer is coming up with another game called Haunted Chocolatier. So instead of like a farm, you're running like a chocolate shop that's haunted. It looks really cute. But he hasn't come out with a start date or demo yet. But I highly
Okay.
recommend playing Stardew before that game so you can get the gist of the OG farming game.
Okay.
I say that like Minecraft doesn't exist. We're gonna ignore that part.
I've played Minecraft.
I love Minecraft. I've been playing better Minecraft lately, and I got so distracted. At one point, and someone clipped it somewhere, but I got so distracted by how beautiful the plants are, surprise, surprise, that I did not know that in that mod pack, random wildlife can take your food while you're cooking it in the open if you're outside. Because I was cooking steaks because I was so hungry and I was literally gonna die of hunger. And then a raccoon came and took my steak that I was cooking. So I had to kill it, and then I felt bad. But then I was very angry too that they were able to do that.
It sounds like real life, you know, raccoon stealing food that's out in the open, you know, free food.
I had to smack the raccoon with the stick. I'm so mad. Like, I almost died.
And the raccoon fought back. My stick now.
Exactly. Well, I was just dying. I was just in the middle of dying of hunger while I was waiting for it to cook. And then this raccoon was like, "Aw, are you hungry? Well, it must suck to be you. That's a personal problem, my friend."
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Have you had any odd Minecraft experiences?
Hmm. Let's see. I don't think I've had too much of those.
Must be nice.
I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've actually played Minecraft.
I'm up here traumatized.
I was always the friend who like just mine only. All my friends were like hyper farming and stuff like building places, and I'm just the one, and they're gathering like dogs and everything, and I'm just here like, I'm just digging a hole. I'm just getting whatever. I made it so I made it so low that it got to like the bedrock, and it's like, damn, what do I do?
I fell through the world in Minecraft before playing with my friends.
Oh damn.
In vanilla Minecraft, like the no mods, just vanilla. But one of my friends told me that it was a part of like a latency issue. Like I was digging, I had a pickaxe, and my pickaxe had a lot of enchantments on it, and I was just digging straight like in front of me. And he said, I think what happened is that you were digging faster than the game could render chunks, so you just fell through.
What? Damn.
Which I didn't know that was a thing, because I was with my friend. She was right behind me, and she thought I fell in a hole for a second, like I dug somewhere and fell through a hole. And then she looked and she saw that there was nothing dug below me or anything. And she was like, "Where did you fall through?" And I'm like, I'm trying to figure it out myself, because in my perspective, everything went white. And then I was taking damage and I didn't know what to do. And then it literally said Matcha fell through the world. And I just went back to spawn and all my stuff was gone. Every single thing, my diamond pickaxe, my diamond sword, all my armor, all my things gone. And I was like, Maki, can you pick up my stuff? She said, there's nothing here. Like you despawned and your stuff is gone. And I don't know where it's at. And I was so sad.
Oh goodness.
It was not a lucky time. But you know, it's okay, because the host of the server let me creative mode all my stuff back, because I told him what happened and I cried to him about it.
I think there's one interesting thing. I was making a mine shaft somewhere in the world, and then I don't know where and how this random cow got into the hole, because there was a roof, there were doors and everything. So I don't know how the cow got in. And it just got stuck there, and it was in the way. And it was like I just looked at it and I was like, You're in the way. You're just sitting here. It was literally sitting in the way of the ladder and everything, and I'm just sitting there like, Hal, I'm sorry. I tried to guide you back up, but you're not going. So I think this is farewell.
You sent your condolences to the cow.
Yeah.
No.
I killed it. I was like, damn, I'm sorry. You tried to, like, I tried to make black so it could climb out. I tried everything. And I just did not want to move. Not want to do anything. There was no grass down there. There was no nothing. It was just rock.
You mercy killed a cow.
Practically.
It's okay. Did you at least name the cow before you mercy killed it?
No, sadly I didn't.
Oh no.
I'm very bad at naming things.
I don't know. I just think of a random word. Half the time it's not even a name that comes out. It's just a word.
No, I literally just take things from mythology, but like naming an animal something cute or something like that. I'm just like, my mind is blank, and I'm just sitting here like, what do I call you? Like, if in the future, if I had pets, I don't have pets right now, but if I had pets, I think their names would be very dumb.
They're very dumb.
Because I would not know what to call them in general for myself.
I usually try to come up with very celestial, very elegant names. But then here's my mod, the mod for my Discord server. She was just like, yeah, hi everybody, my name is Poopy Butt. Literally in the Discord, if you look through it, and the one that you had joined, there's like some random messages just typed up by me, it like Matcha everywhere, and then you have my mod Poopy Butt with the Lumine licking photo. Just being there, so it's so funny. Like, no one's ever had an issue in the server before, but if anybody ever has to like have an admin based issue, I'm just like, yeah, can you forward all your issues to our very professional moderator Poopy Butt, please? And if you ask her why her name is Poopy Butt, the only thing she'll say is, let's just say I live up to my standards.
Okay. Well, hands up, you know, yeah, okay. I'll leave it at I guess.
She's lactose intolerant.
Okay.
And she doesn't care. I mean, as am I, but that's not the point.
Yeah, no. 100%. Oh, goodness.
There's a weird thing going on. It's so funny because I wanted the server to be all elegant looking, like, oh yeah, stars, flowers, glitter, sparkles, Poopy Butt. Well, the other mod in there, his name is Elemental. So like literally like Elemental. And then, oh, I guess Matcha is not the most elegant thing in the world, but still.
It's still better than, you know, Matcha's pretty elegant in certain cultures. Like tea ceremony, we use matcha, technically. Matcha is the tea, technically, that you make it from.
Yeah, I've had ceremonial matcha, and well, I don't know if I had the right kind, because the kind that I had was extremely caffeinated, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh yeah, don't mind me, I'm just gonna jump over this cliff now, because I have way too much energy.
I have the opposite reaction of that. I'm very, caffeine doesn't work, except when it crashes.
Yeah, caffeine will flow through me for like 10 minutes, and then immediately I'm just like, well, I'm tired.
No, I will stay. If I'm tired, caffeine, stay tired, get more tired.
Yeah, caffeine is just you're tired. Now you just have a higher heart rate and you're still tired.
Oh, maybe, yeah, I guess.
There was an
Or
article that I was reading and I don't know how accurate it is. Also, I am not a doctor. I am no professional medical whatever the whoozy what's is. I'm an art major. Let's throw that out there first.
It's okay. I'm
But
nowhere in
the article
medicine.
stated that if you have ADHD or a form of ADHD of any kind, then caffeine would do the opposite effect. Instead of keeping you awake, it will make you tired.
Interesting.
That's what the article said. I don't know how true that is. I should probably like look it up again, but it was pretty interesting though. It had like a whole entire like scientific research study to back it up, but I got tired, so I didn't read it.
Usually how it is. I'm a regular standard Asian, science major.
Oh, this was like standard Asian.
Well, it's not really standard. Standard Asian would be like doctor, degree, PhD,
Oh my.
lawyer, sorry. But no, I'm a science degree, science major, pretty much. In the weirdest science ever. Physics. Not even like mechanical physics, just quantum physics.
What?
Not useful.
What do you mean that? What?
No real life application as of right now.
No, what do you? You're the best person that can write my lore. What are you talking about?
True, technically, I guess.
From a science, because my VTuber lore revolves around me being born from stars.
Okay.
So who better to write my lore than a quantum physicist? Now you must explain how a kitsune waifu can be born from a constellation.
Oh goodness.
I would like an APA style formatted essay, please. It has to be no less than 10 pages long.
Oh god, I hate those.
Cite all your sources, man. Don't forget your margins.
Oh, I hated papers. Papers are horrible.
Do I hear the PTSD going right now?
Yeah, it is. Trying to write like a paper for quantum physics was a terrible, terrible time. I technically enjoyed it. It was just I don't like writing.
I enjoyed it, but I don't like it.
I like learning about it. I don't like writing about it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I see that. It's okay. That time has passed. You don't have to have the flashbacks anymore.
Unless I decide to go higher and study. Do not.
Do you plan on going higher?
I plan to think about it. I was originally engineering. I was originally an engineering major, and then I had one bad prof, and then I changed to science.
One bad prof, you were like, I'm out.
It was more like he failed me by a point percentage.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I was at 49.6. Failed me by
Wow.
0.4. I was like, okay. Mostly
Wow.
because like he did not teach. He had the old like, those plastic. It's not a. What was it? My goodness. You know those things with the light, and it shines up onto a mirror, and onto like a whiteboard-ish like thing.
Projector?
It's kind of like a projector, but it wasn't I don't
A,
know.
a
Probably
light
we'll just call
prism?
it a projector. Yeah, I guess. We'll just call it a projector. I don't remember what it was called, but like it just had like screens on it, and it just shines the light of the shadows of the text and stuff onto a mirror, and then it shines onto the wall.
It was a. I know what you're talking about. It's like an old school projector.
I know.
Really old, actually.
Our prof was using that and reading off the textbook, which was on those things.
Gross.
Did not teach, actually. Did not write down anything. He just, he just read it, and it got to like the questions on those textbooks, and then it gave the question and it gave the answer, and it's like, so he read this, and so he didn't write how to do it on the board either. He's like, okay, he just said it out loud, and it was like he's also Indian, so he had a
Oh.
strong Indian accent. I
Oh
could not
no.
understand what he was saying.
I feel like there's more flashbacks going to you than ever now.
Yeah, there's, but it, it was sad, but you know what? I don't regret it, to be honest.
Well, that's good. As long as you don't have any regrets.
Yep.
Speaking of which, we were about to have regrets if I don't want to stay up for too long. So I'm gonna go ahead on with our closing statements, which we only got a couple because we kind of burned through a lot of the segments, surprisingly, with our tangent.
Oh, really? Oh, goodness.
Yeah, because some of them were gonna revolve around like your educational background and points of interest and collab type interest, but you've already like kind of named the games that you were interested in.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm very simple. Pretty much.
So one of them is also one of the segments was history and cultural references, but kind of went over that.
Oh, yeah, I'm very heavily influenced on those.
One of the recap questions is more so, what do you do when you are having a creative block?
Creative block.
Creative block or burnout?
I just do what I want, to be honest. I a very simple answer, but usually if I'm doing for streams, I usually just want to mostly invite people in to just, hang out, chill with me. If they want to talk, do the chat and stuff like that, it's fine. A lot of my streaming, like, there is a lot of okay, I'm gonna say 50% of it is with me alone, 50% is with me with my friends who I want to enjoy games with, and want other people to see like the aesthetic that we go through with our gaming lives between our like aesthetics and shit and stuff and shit. I don't know. I swear.
Swearing is fine here.
I know. I don't know. I'm like freeze, switch.
I love how you switch after you've already said it.
I know. The aesthetic that I like bring along with like hanging with friends. I just want people to see like us just going through it, just enjoying it, like hanging out, just relaxing. Creatively, when I think of content, I just want to make sure that I'm bringing my own self into it. Like I'm not trying so hard to make it entertaining when I'm not also not putting enough effort into it, that I'm not like showing like I don't care. Right, like I do lose focus when playing games and stuff like that, trying to find topics to talk about. Literally I think when I was playing Armored Core 6 like a week ago or a couple weeks ago when I was first trying it out, I was stuck on a boss for 2 hours, and I was like kind of trying to focus, and I was like, damn, I'm still streaming, kind of need to talk, but I kind of can't talk. So literally after every time I die, I was like, damn, this is kind of hard, a lot harder than I was expecting it to be. Like I don't know what to say.
Aw.
100%. But I was like, I'm I'm a calm person. I'm not rage inducing. Sad to see for a lot of people. I do feel upset sometimes, like damn, I almost got him, but it's not to a point where like smashing any desks or anything. That's a very extreme case, but I
Yeah.
find yeah, I was also thinking like I kind of want to watch videos on stream too, and react to them because I do like to watch a lot of like fail funny videos or like I watch a lot of gamer rage videos.
Oh, like you don't rage yourself, but you watch other people do it.
Yeah, no, because I like to like it's very interesting to see because like um seeing people rage at games sometimes and then you notice like they're technically in the wrong at that point but they're still getting mad. Like some there's this one well technically there is this one where this guy was like you could totally see he killed himself because he uh it was Fortnite, obviously Fortnite. He blocked himself off, and then he actually shot and then took out like a ground thing or whatever, his flooring, and then he fell and he died. And it was like that was technically your fault, or it was like another moment where this guy was like, "Why are you not getting hit by these shots or whatever?" And they're like, and you obviously can see he is not shooting anywhere near him, and just sitting there like,
Oh no.
you're missing. Yeah, obviously missing. But you know,
Like you're whipping your shots. Your team doesn't suck. You're just weird.
you're just bad.
You're just bad. You just need to get good.
Yeah, I'm just like sitting there sometimes laughing because like I don't understand like it's just a game. Sometimes I also watch people raging after single player games. Like single player like very easy like story driven games that are not really supposed to be difficult. You can die in them, but like it's not that bad of an effect. You just need to restart from a checkpoint, and they die and they get mad at the game, and I'm sitting there like,
Oh
it's just a
no.
story game. It's just a story game. Calm down.
Chill, chill. You're not gonna die.
It's just a story, you know. You just yeah, but um, I didn't for a lot of creative block. I'm just pretty much going through trying to be myself. Not trying to do anything super innovative. Um, and a lot of motivation stuff. Like I'm trying to be self-improving in myself, and I hope to keep people company, meet new people. Um, just not really get famous. Just not really trying to get rich through streaming or anything like that. Just you know, interacting, meeting all kinds of people, um, finding new ways to communicate, um, just in different ways that I can,
Mm-hmm.
and learning how to communicate in English and trying to find topics really, because I'm very bad at like making things up, and so I try and just talk about random things that just pop up in my mind.
Well, for our final and closing question, since this is going to be a featured VOD later on, what message do you have for the future Ronin that could possibly be seeing this later?
Future me, oh God, actually, oh goodness, um, future me, um, trying not to be too shy, because everyone in like everyone in this kind of like community and stuff is very welcoming and very kind. Just don't be nervous. Uh, go along with it. You know, just be who you are. Stay who you are. Really, like Don't try and change. You know, as for everything else, right? Like, just do what you can. Don't try and do what other people can, and just do what you can, right?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot I can say. For a person like me that I know myself, I'm very worried about a lot, especially due to work and everything else. But, opportunities come and go. You might as well take them as they come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it from here. I would like to thank you once again for being a part of the show. It was really fun chatting about you, even though we were talking about lots of random things.
Yeah, it was crazy random topics, but like you can take random topics and discern like how we express them into how the characteristics of people are, right?
Yeah. It was still
Sorry,
really fun chatting with you, though.
yeah, I enjoyed it as well. It was fun, very chill. I'm
Well,
very philosophical in how I am as well. I'll be honest there.
oh, it was really nice getting to know, getting to hear your philosophical ways, though. But I hope
Well,
to see you on future collabs and stuff. It'll be really fun to play some of those games with you.
we can try Baldur's Gate, you know.
Right? I would have to buy it and download. Well, no, I have
Oh,
it. I would just have to download it.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for today. We are gonna see you guys next time. Do you have a special outro? Do you have?
Not really. It's mostly like I hope everyone has a good day and good night and stay safe out there.
Well, we are gonna see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Later.